Arsenal Fan TV, disappointing today, wasn't it? Arsenal Fan TV, really disappointing today.
It's the same thing, blood. Every week, blood. Every week, fam. What class? What Arsenal way? Is this the Arsenal way? Is it class to treat us like this? Spineless! Spineless! And I've had enough of it, Robbie. It's got to stop, blood. It has to stop, blood. It has to stop. We have to do something, blood. You understand? We have to do something, blood. I don't care. I don't care if it's Man City, Robbie. Arsenal Football Club. Start acting like a big club. Start acting like one. Because we're acting like a small club. I don't deserve this, blood. Yeah? I don't deserve this, man. You understand? None of us deserve this, blood. It's time to go! Emery's done, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I backed him. I tried. But nah, blood.
Well, boys, today marks the start of a new journey. Arsenal, a team whose best days are seemingly past them, and the team I also happen to support in real life. So now today, we'll embark on a journey to return this prestigious club back to their glory days. And as I get everything set up, not in the Champions League, I'm not gonna find him here, am I? In the Europa League, I'm basically just going to tell you guys how I'm going to try to run this career mode. I'm not going to go after any crazy signings, especially not in the first window. And yeah, these are the actual accurate groups they play in real life, so we'll go ahead and advance. As I was saying, I'm going to try to keep this career mode as realistic as possible. I'm not going to go after crazy signings like Mbappe or anything. In fact, I was actually thinking of disabling the transfer window to keep it as realistic as possible. God damn. Alright, so anyways, we're gonna advance to preseason. We're gonna take the one with the most money and hopefully get far in here with some other maybe not the best teams, but definitely not the worst. It will be a good challenge. So this is the squad we've been given. A couple new signings here and there splattered across. You have David Luiz coming in from Chelsea, Pepe, big money signing, and others across the board such as Martinelli, who will hopefully develop into something in the future. And yeah, I'm going to make some changes in a minute. I'm going to switch some players around and try to get my best possible starting lineup.
1 hour later.
Alright, so for now, this is the main squad we're going to run with. Not too dissimilar from the one we had at first. A slightly different formation from the 4-2-3-1 with the left mid and right mid to the 4-2-3-1 with the cams on the side. It's slightly more attacking. And roles, the captain's armband has gone from Xhaka to Laka. Okay, so I went ahead and made a second team sheet full of mostly youngsters or players that aren't maybe first team ready just yet. And yeah, so I want to clear this up really quick. The reason Tierney, nor Bellerin, or Holding are in the first team yet is because around this time in real life they were actually injured. So I'm going to try to keep it realistic, and instead of slotting them straight back into the first team, I'm going to slowly and steadily ease them in. But yeah, as I was saying, this team's mostly just made up of youngsters who will get a shot in maybe like cup games or league games in the Europa League. And in case things backfire, we have a pretty strong bench we can bring on. And yeah, that's basically this team sheet. Now onto the squad hub, where I've already gone ahead and listed a bunch of youngsters such as John Jules, Burton, whoever this guy is. Mission failed. But I haven't really put anyone on the transfer list just yet, since there's not really anyone I'm really wanting to push out. Except for maybe Matt Macy, who's 24 years of age, currently our third choice keeper. Personally, if I'm gonna have a third choice keeper, I'd rather it be someone who's young and maybe develop into something in the future. Where Macy, he's 24 years of age, 66 overall. I don't really see him developing into anything, and I don't think he's good enough for Arsenal. And yeah, for now he'll be the only one, but I will be willing to listen to offers for players maybe such as Mustafi, maybe even Xhaka, who's actually the captain in real life. Yeah, for now that'll be it. We'll see how the window progresses. Now with Matt Macy potentially leaving, I'm gonna use a scouting system to scout a potential goalkeeper that I could maybe develop into something as his career mode goes on. And I'm gonna use the other slot to look for a potential world-class midfielder in case maybe Xhaka leaves. So while the scouts are out doing their thing, I've gathered up a little list of my own of players I could maybe get. Donny van de Beek, currently plays for Ajax as a cam type player. Could come in for Dani Ceballos since he's on loan and most likely will leave next season back to Real Madrid. Denzel Dumfries, 23 years old, right back for PSV. Could come in as a backup to Bellerin since Maitland-Niles plays there but isn't really a right back. Ibrahima Konate, a young center back from France, strong, 20 years of age, could come in and be one for the future. And this guy, I don't really know much about him, but I saw him, he was loan listed for Barcelona, 20 years old, could be something. I'll send a scout. And here is the main set of youngsters I'm going to be trying to develop with training and give as much playing time as possible. Eventually, maybe you might see me switch one out depending on injuries or just rotation. But for the most part, training sessions will revolve around these 5 players. Now, finally, we go on to our first game of the season against Valencia in the European International Cup, which I'm not actually going to play. I'm going to simulate it and I'm going to put in a squad mixed with youngsters and also maybe world-class players just to make sure we don't lose. And here's the team, just a few changes here and there. The change in goal, Aubameyang's in on top instead of Martinelli. And Torreira and Guendouzi have both come in for Xhaka and Willock. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, we'll see how this squad gets on. Now our first game of the season ends in a draw 2-2 against Valencia. Unfortunately, we did pick up an injury on Guendouzi, which will hopefully not be anything too severe. Now, along with the email telling us about Guendouzi's injury, which he's only out for about 2 weeks, so isn't that bad, we also get a transfer offer for Aubameyang and from Liverpool, out of all teams. Obviously, we're going to reject this. We're not even going to be open to negotiations for Aubameyang, especially with the front 3 they have. I'm not really sure why they need him. And also we have a few emails from the players themselves, such as Matt Macy agreeing to my decision of letting him go, and the youngsters agreeing to maybe go out on loan for a bit. Now, just to make sure we don't have any other crazy offers come in for Aubameyang, we're actually going to block offers for him and for Lacazette, 2 players I consider key to this career mode, and I will not be letting go at any cost. Now we have a transfer offer for Matt Macy from a team whose name I'm not even going to bother to pronounce. About 580,000, which really isn't much, but to be honest, for Macy, I'll take it. He wants to leave, I don't really want him at Arsenal, and I hope this move works out for him. And we have another transfer offer for Matt Macy, 520, a little less than the former club that bidded for him, but we'll accept it anyway. Hopefully one of those teams Matt Macy prefers and decides to join. On to our second game against Bilbao now in this International Cup, and I'm going to put out a somewhat stronger lineup since we are kind of in a little sticky situation. And Guendouzi's obviously not going to play. In comes Xhaka for him. I'm not sure if you call that an upgrade. But yeah, I'm going to take out a few youngsters and then I'm going to put in first team starters instead to hopefully get a better result. This is the final squad I've gone with. The midfield 3 all make their debuts in this career mode. Pepe on the right, Ceballos down the middle, and Martinelli on the left. Torreira comes in for the injured Guendouzi, but besides that, everything else stays the same. And unfortunately, we don't get the win. We have to settle for another draw, this time against Bilbao. Luckily, Lacazette comes in to rescue a draw in the very last minute. This result sees us at 3rd in the group, and hopefully we get to the knockout stages, even though right now it's not looking too likely. And now we get a loan offer for Medley, again from another team who's named, I'm not gonna bother. Zach Medley, 1963 overall, plays in the back. On a 1-year loan, I'll take it. Hopefully he does as well. And now we go on to the final game of this preseason tournament. Best. That's nice, man, but you kind of interrupted me there. Now, as I was saying, on to the final game of this preseason tournament group stage. We will go up against Monaco, who are currently 2nd place on the table, and if we beat them, we advance to the knockout stages. This is the team I've opted for. Aubameyang has gone from the striker position to the left, and I've brought in Lacazette. Ceballos been behind him, Pepe on the right, Torreira and Xhaka partnered in the midfield, and the backline similar, except Socrates comes in for David Luiz, and Holding comes in for Mustafi. Now here we go, a must-win game, and we don't get the result, we actually lose, and we're out of the competition in the groups. Wow, I was not expecting this. 2 goals from Jovetic to put us out of the competition. And that is it for us in preseason, pretty much. Wow. Now, unfortunately, with us crashing out of the preseason cup, this has left us with exactly a month until our next game against Newcastle, which will hopefully give us enough time to buy players, sell players, and hopefully get this team right. Now, 2 new additions to the transfer hub, both Spanish players that play in the Serie A. First, we have Luis Alberto, a cam, 26 years of age, who could come in if maybe Dani Ceballos leaves back to Madrid next season. And also we have Fabian, a promising box-to-box midfielder, 23 years old, 83 overall, could come in if maybe Xhaka leaves. So for now, this is the list of players I am looking at. If you guys maybe want to include somebody else you have in mind, feel free to leave it down in the comments. And yeah. That's it for now. A loan offer has come in for John Jules, which we'll go ahead and accept. Robbie Burton now, an offer to go on loan. Again, from another team. Just look at the name. This time, it will, yeah, I'll accept it. Go ahead. Go out on 1 year. Macy's transfer talks have broken down, CFR have pulled out, and hopefully the other team that was in for him will get their man. Now scout reports have come in for the players on the transfer hub. Blizzati, 66 rated, 19, already the same rating as Matt Macy despite being 5 years younger. Somebody could go after, but I think he's actually on loan, so maybe not this season. Same with him, 1965, but he's also on loan. Abe, he's actually 70 rated winger from Barcelona, somebody we could maybe take in on loan, who knows. Konate, 79 rated, 20 years of age, very promising. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a loan offer for Hiroki Abe, hopefully get him in for 1 year. He has a buy clause of only 3 million, which is very tempting, but I'm still only gonna go and never mind. I think we could still get him in on a transfer. Only 8.3 million we would have to pay. 20 years old, very young, very fast, very promising winger. But yeah, for now, this will be all the moves I will make. Maybe Konate in the future. He looks a very good player. And here we have a transfer offer for Granit Xhaka, which is somebody I said I was willing to listen to offers. 20 million from Leipzig. We did originally get him from the Bundesliga. It may be time for him to go back to where he came from. Hasn't really made the best name of himself over here in London. 20 million. His value is 18 million. I feel like maybe we could bargain for just a bit more, which we're gonna go ahead and do. Hopefully I don't scare them away by asking for too much. Okay, we got a nice little view. The guy showed up in a t-shirt. It's not alright. Nice little plan over there. How do I skip this? Is it square? 20 million. We're gonna go ahead and ask for just 5 million extra. Just 25 million. Why not? Okay, it's square. This is our final offer. Fair enough. 8% on from if they ever sell him in the future. We get 20 million right now. I think we're gonna go ahead and accept it. And yeah, that's Xhaka for now. Hopefully he agrees, and then with the money we get in from him, we can bring in somebody like I forgot his name, that Spanish center midfielder from Napoli, who looked very promising. And we have a few scout reports back from players I requested to get a better look at, mostly goalkeepers. 65 and 63, both 19, very promising looking. I was shortlisted in the transfer hub. This one has a release clause of only 1.4. 19 years old, 63 rated. Could be somebody we get in. And Burton has gone out on loan for 1 year to FC Nordsjælland. I think I did a good job. And accompanying medley, Robbie Burton has also gone out on a 1 year loan. A transfer offer for Lucas Torreira from Juventus, aka Piemonte Calcio. We're not gonna go ahead and take this. Obviously, they already took Aaron Ramsey. We're not gonna go ahead and give him another midfielder, especially someone as promising as Lucas Torreira. We're gonna go ahead and reject this. And a third offer for Matt Macy has come in. This one is the most I've seen in for him, 600,000. Go ahead and accept. And Granit Xhaka has been sold to RB Leipzig for 20 million. We get an extra 16 million in our budget, which will hopefully go to a replacement. Now RC Strasbourg come in with a loan offer for Guendouzi, which I'm going to go ahead and reject. Guendouzi is one of the key players I want to keep in this career mode. Now, with about 2 weeks left until our Premier League opener against Newcastle, I'm going to wrap up the first episode of this Arsenal career mode here. This is my first time doing something like this, so I want to thank you guys for watching, and if you have any suggestions, tips, or advice, feel free to leave them in the comments. Hopefully episode 2 goes up maybe a week after this one, and yeah, with that being said, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.